Hi, welcome to Property Soul Podcast. My name is Vina E. This week, all eyes are on Mahathir after he won the Malaysia General Election. While Singaporeans are all concerned about any possible change in infrastructure projects in Malaysia, the Chinese have more reasons to worry. Why? Let's find out in this podcast. During his election campaign, Mahathir emphasized repeatedly that he would re-examine all China-linked projects in Malaysia, which China investments are at stake right now. Why is Forest City at the center of controversy, and how were China middle class sold on its scandal? First, take a look at which projects are now at stake. South China Morning Post estimated for the last 5 years, an estimated $134 billion were invested by 13 Chinese companies in real estate, infrastructure, and industrial parks in Malaysia. Last month, a Nomura report showed that Malaysia is one of the largest beneficiaries of China's One Belt One Road initiative in Asia, securing over $34 billion of infrastructure projects. Former Prime Minister Najib was accused by the critics of selling Malaysia to China. Mahathir told the media that he will re-evaluate all China investment in Malaysia. He also joked that China has a long experience of dealing with unequal treaties and try to deal with them by renegotiation. On Thursday, CEO of Malaysia Rail Link has been asked to attend a meeting for an update of the Kuala Lumpur-Singapore high-speed rail project and the East Coast Rail Link projects. The latter is a 51 billion ringgit project led mainly by contractors from China. So far, 14% of project has been completed. The high-speed rail project is estimated to cost another 60 billion ringgit. Our responsible government must try to reduce borrowings, otherwise we will be in bad shape, Mahathir told the media. He's also known for criticizing about the Forest City, a $100 billion project in Johor. Last December, Mahathir renewed his criticism of the sale of land for foreigners, targeting Forest City again. Forest City is a joint venture between Hong Kong-listed Chinese developer Country Garden, shown 60% of venture, and a local company owned by the Sultan of Johor. It is a mixed development being built on 4 reclaimed islands in the state of Johor. There's an ambitious projection of 700,000 residents by 2050. But locals complain that the reclamation and overbuilding have destroyed the ecosystem there. Some Malaysians also criticize Forest City and other real estate projects built by Chinese companies for China home buyers, a type of colonialization. Dangai Bay already sold 9,500 apartments, with 30% of the buyers being Singaporeans. According to Malaysia National Property Information Center, there is 350,000 private homes under construction or pending from 60 projects. We only have a total of 364,000 private homes in Singapore. Forest City is adding another 160,000 to the pipeline. A small 635 square feet unit is selling at 220,000 Sing dollars, which is double of that of the local rate, a price the locals cannot afford. So what are the new industries and high-level jobs available there? Where to find so many foreigners to occupy 500,000 homes in the new city? There's a YouTube channel where the writer travels around the world to visit all the modern ghost towns. Last October, he went to Iskandar to see the projects and filmed the video, Is China Building a Ghost City in Malaysia? Go watch it. Remember in September 2014, I had a blog post on tough times ahead for Iskandar and Malaysia properties. I believe in issuing warnings early when buyers are still excited. When things have gone bad, when people are all saying bad things, it's already too late. I'm not against Singaporeans buying properties in Malaysia and Iskandar. There are opportunities in any market. It all depends on when, what, and how you invest there. Always do your research and see the full picture before you buy. Why are the Chinese buying properties overseas? Too much money? No. Diversification for investment? Wrong. No way to spend money at home? Of course not. The Chinese always want to leave the country and migrate to other countries to look for greener pastures, just like our ancestors who came to Singapore and Malaysia last time. As they say, the poor leave the country by smuggling, the rich leave the country through migration. Foreign immigration and the Chinese high net worth individual 2017 report surveys 304 wealthy Chinese with a net worth between 1.5 and $30 million. Nearly half of the respondents said they are either considering or planning to leave the country in 5 years' time. The top reasons are education quality, clean air, safe food, and better living environment. The rich park their money in US, Canada, UK, and Australia, and the mid-class pick countries like Malaysia. Forest City was advertised heavily all over China. It was marketed as an affordable project near Singapore. The price was going a quarter of what Beijing are selling. The developer arranged free investment tours, promised cheaper and better quality international school for the children, and they have to apply for PR for the Malaysia My Second Home program. But the China buyers went into a few problems right after the purchase. First, there's oversupply. With mass construction of China developers, prices have dropped over 20%. Local developers have no choice but to offer 25% discount and 36-month interest-free deferred payment scheme. And second, there's restriction imposed on foreigners. In 2014, Malaysia doubled the minimum prices of homes that foreigners can buy up to 1 million ringgit. Capital gain has also raised 30% for property sold by foreigners within 5 years. The killing part is China's control on capital outflow. In February 2017, China's government imposed further restrictions on capital outflow. Each Chinese citizen has an annual foreign exchange quota of $50,000, and they have to sign a pledge not to use it for foreign property purchase. Offenders will be blacklisted, denied access to foreign currency for 3 years, and subject to money laundering investigations. No bank in China can help buyers to send money abroad, so how to pay the installment? Some buyers of Forest City have no choice but to ask for refund of down payment installments that they paid. What buyers fail to see is that, unlike China, Malaysia is one of those countries that can have a change of political party. How the ambitious Iskandar project and Forest City unfold, nobody knows. For Chinese buyers, there's no protection from either the Malaysian or the Chinese government. They are now on their own. What is the biggest nightmare of the China buyers? They are afraid that what can happen in China can also happen in Malaysia as well. And the worst case can be like this. Last month, a group of Hong Kong citizens who bought property project in Huizhou in the Guangdong province was told that the development was illegal. The whole project, although 100% completed, was torn down as asked by the government. The Hong Kong buyers report the case to the police station in Huizhou, but they were detained and beaten up by the Gong An there. After China's capital outflow control, sales at Forest City dropped 20% a year. Last October, Country Garden lobbied the Malaysian government to build a station of the Kuala Lumpur-Singapore high-speed rail at the doorstep of Forest City. But the distance between the Forest City and the border is only 1.1 kilometers, which is too short to build a stop. The whole Forest City project is targeted to complete by 2035, and the high-speed rail is scheduled to run by end of 2026. With the opposition party in power now, no one can tell whether we have this kind of photos in the future. Well, it is still too early to say what the impact will be. Given the scale of the high-profile project, it is very unlikely that the new Malaysian government will call a stop to the project. But exactly how it is being done and when it will be done will be very interesting to watch. Until then, investors will have to bear with uncertainties. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel, Property Soul Blog, and see you again next time.